What is up, y'all? Philyfli Show checking in here, kicking it at Right Way Production Studios, and my sound is a little sensitive right now. I cannot get the perfect form on my mic here from my face, so that y'all don't have to deal with some loudness, shortness, and all the fun stuff that comes with recording. Hey, y'all, back at it here. It's time for UFC 306. Last time I was here, guys, it was only UFC 305. I know I've kind of been pushing off and only doing pay-per-views, but during the summer, some of us live our lives and like to go see things and take time off and do some things with our life. That's what I've been doing this whole summer, essentially, with some of the time that you haven't seen me here, which it's fine. It's going to happen every year. I have summer vacations. I, in fact, have a vacation coming up, so no matter what, next week you're not going to get me on whatever fight card's on there, unfortunately. So that's why we'll be here at UFC 306. We get Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvilli. If you have not heard anything about these fights, where has your head been? Is your head in sand? Because this is going to be a banger. Not only that, it's Mexican heritage. I don't know if it's like weekend or if it happened this week. I'm not too caught up on that side of Mexican heritage, but I'm caught up on UFC, and we get Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko 2. Well, technically fight number 3, but we get this fight also. It is going to be another banger because it's going to be finished. Now, the only problem is Valentina wins. It's 1-1-1-1, and we're probably going to have to get a fourth fight, but that's not what we want to see. We want to see the conclusion, this fight to be over, because we do not want to see a fourth straight fight in a row. Last time we had that, it was in the flyweight division, but it was the men's division, and we all know how that ended. In fact, that was against the Mexican fighters too, but that's not what we're getting into. We're getting a little far off track. Look, it is going to be a quick night. There is only 10 fights. For one, Dana White failed and did not actually get disclosure when the Canelo fight was going on. Canelo fights every single Mexican Heritage Weekend thing. He didn't last year, so Dana should have known he was going to fight there. Bad move by Dana. And then to poke the bear, Dana. Last time Canelo fought on Mexican Heritage Weekend and you guys did, they waited till your fight was over. That was the nice thing. They were being nice that time. And then you poke the bear, and now they're going to go on at the exact same time. There's going to be less viewing. The Sphere was supposed to be something huge, and Dana really screwed up on this one. I'm it's the only person I can put it on, and unfortunately, I'm sorry. I love Dana. Everyone knows Dana's cool, but man, dude, he screwed that one up. But like I said, it's only going to be 10 fights tonight, so even the podcast here, even though I'm like 3 minutes in chit-chatting about a whole bunch of nonsense, it's going to be a pretty quick night. So I guess we'll get into it, get this quick night over with. I do have a parlay. Well, 2 parlays / the last part. I'll explain when we get there. It's a little foreshadowing. It's kind of a parlay, kind of not. You can do single picks. I'm not going to say that. We're going to get into this. We got match like number 10 here. There is a lot of Mexican fighters tonight, and it was really, 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 really hard on my end to not pick all of the Mexican fighters, guys. Because, man, there are some really, really good Mexican fighters, but not only that, with it being the Heritage Weekend, either the emotions are going to be good or the emotions are going to be bad for him. So we'll see. You'll see on this whole card how I pick the picks tonight. And let's go. All right, matchup number 10, we get Raul Rosas Jr. versus Orlang. Now, Orlang is a Chinese fighter. He only has one literally name. It's not like a first and last name like we're used to. These Chinese fighters, sometimes when they got a crazy name like that, that's kind of how it comes out. It's a bantamweight fight. Rojas Jr. is a negative 950 favorite, whereas Orlang is a plus 550 underdog. Look, guys, he's got a good MMA skill set, but Raul Rosas Jr. is just an animal. He's got some kind of craziness where he's going to try to take you down and beat you down. Look, his gas tank has failed him before, but against Orlang, I don't see it happen, especially being the Mexican Heritage Weekend. Raul gets his hand raised easily. 3 out of 5 on the confidence level. He gets his hand raised. Match like number 9, way closer fight. We get Edgar Chairez versus Joshua Van. Now, Joshua came up really short in his last fight, but he has got some crazy good MMA skill set. I'm still getting behind Joshua. He is a negative 235 favorite, whereas Edgar's a plus 190 underdog. Look, I want to go with the Mexican fighter, but hey, it's not happening. Joshua Van getting his hand raised. 1 out of 5, though, on the confidence level. That's how close that fight's going to be, guys. Don't miss that quick flyweight fight. These guys, if you are skipping flyweight fights, you need to jump off the UFC bandwagon and get back to whatever you like to watch, because these flyweights, as of late, as of the most recent UFC fight nights or pay-per-views, they are bringing it, and they are got some killers coming up. Now I kind of see why Davison decided to go up 10 pounds, because fighting these guys would be crazy with him. All right, match like number 8, we get a strawweight female fight. We get Yasmin Uruguay versus Caitlin Souza. Now, Yasmin's a negative 550 favorite. Caitlin Souza plus 375. Look, I almost picked Souza, but my problem with her, she doesn't have enough experience in MMA for me to pick her. Whereas Yasmin, she is just fought some good girls and beaten up some good girls. So I'm going to go Yasmin here. A 3 out of 5 on the confidence level as she gets her hand raised. But dog, that fight's a little closer than what the odds makers got it. I would not have her as a negative 550 favorite. Negative 300, got it. Sweet, but jeez, 550's a lot. All right. Match like number 7 here is a banger. This is don't miss. This is the first fight on the night where I know I said don't miss the Joshua Van fight. That's just because I like the dude and everything, and he's got good MMA skill set, and you want to see a good up-and-coming guy who's going to be a top 5 killer in the flyweights. That's why I say that. But this fight between both guys, flip the coin, sit back and watch, and put your money on who the hell you think is going to win this fight, because I'm going to tell you right now, this lightweight fight, Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes. Whew, banger. Ignacio plus 100, Manuel negative 120. That is the odds. It's essentially a pick 'em. A little bit better up on the side of Bahamondes if you like him, but you know, Bahamondes got that crazy spinning heel kick inside the guard. If you never seen it, go Google it. It was against Roosevelt Roberts. KO'd him bad. Manuel Torres always beating some good guys. But Ignacio's got the UFC edge against him. More fights in the UFC. I'm going with Ignacio. His last fight, he should not have knocked that dude out the way he did. And he did. He got it done. He's still got those hands, and you gotta be ready for those hands and those kicks. You just gotta be ready for this fighter. He's all around good. His even grappling is decent for a guy who's not known as a grappler, known as a kickboxer. So Manuel Torres, kind of a freestyle fighter. It could go either way, guys, but I'm going Ignacio Bahamondes with a big win. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level that he gets his hand raised. Feature prelim bout. Yes, we're already there. Match like number 6. Irene Aldana versus Norma Dumont. Bantamweight female fight. It's a pick 'em for each at negative 110. Pick who you want to win. I watch our Irene Aldana fight top competitors, and it just... if she wins by decision. Whereas Norma Dumont could get a finish and beat her badly. So I'm going Norma Dumont. I just think her hands are a little heavier, and that's going to be the better edge in the edge of this fight. She gets her hand raised. 1 out of 5, though, on the confidence level that she gets that hand raised. All right, we will jump right into the main card, guys. Feeling it. Cannot wait for this UFC 306 at the Sphere. All right, we get a flyweight bout. Ronaldo Rodriguez, a.k.a. Crazy Eyes. You will not hear me call him by his real name. That dude is Crazy Eyes if you've ever seen him. And O'Day Osborne. Look, I thought O'Day was going to be a top 5 competitor. I thought O'Day had the skill set to beat a lot of these guys. And I really do think he still's got it. There's a mental game, though, from him getting knocked out as many times as he has. So that I just don't know if he's gotten over. Look, he's a plus 110 underdog, whereas Crazy Eyes is a negative 140 favorite. Crazy Eyes gets it done, guys. If you've watched, if you've heard anything I've said tonight with this Mexican Heritage Weekend, Crazy Eyes is going to be there. Crazy Eyes is going to pull it off, and Crazy Eyes, O'Day's got, it's like the odds are against him, man. He's been knocked out how many times, finished how many times. or been on the bad end of a decision where he's just purely dominated, yeah, that's going to be a crazy eyes fight, and that's who you put your money on. Woo! All right, match like number 4 is a lightweight bout between Daniel Zellweger and Estian Ribovic. Now, Ribovic has a crazy KO coming off Terrence McKinney where he head kicked that guy to hell. He literally put shin to chin, and that dude went to sleepy sleep. If you haven't seen it, quick recap. You'll love it. Daniel Zellweger, look, man, great Mexican fighter. Definitely think he could be a top 10 guy. Same thing with Ribovic, man. Easily could be a top 10 guy. Lightweight division is so stacked that you won't see it, but you do get to see these two fight. Now, man, this was a hard one, but my edge just goes to the guy who can sneak a kick in off of a break, and that would definitely be Esteban Ribovic. No. Oh, thank God, guys. I thought everything's just kind of freezing up on my computer, and I'm like, no. But I'm going Esteban Ribovic. He's a plus 190 underdog. Zellweger's a negative 235 favorite. I'm picking Ribovic with a big old W there. 1 out of 5 on the confidence level. He gets his dub. Now, we get to see a featherweight banger, another one that we're just going to throw down on. We're supposed to see this fight a little while ago, but we get to see it now. I'm not going to complain now. T-City, Brian Ortega back at it versus Diego Lopez. Diego Lopez, negative 180 favorite, whereas T-City's a plus 150 underdog. You can go what way you want. Look, you can understand that T-City came back with some vengeance and got back in that win column, and he was in a dark place. I still think that dude's in a dark place. I don't think he's gotten over it yet. But Diego Lopez, dog, the only thing going against him is how many fights he has fought this year, and is that going to be an effect on him? That is my only downfall against this guy. Too many fights to fight this year. If I would have had to wait till next year for this fight, I would have loved it. But we're not. We're getting it now. Diego Lopez gets his hand raised on a banger with a finish against T-City Ortega. I know you guys are not going to like me saying that, but that's my dog, and I'm sticking to it. Even T-City's my guy, but man, I've jumped on that Diego Lopez train, and I'm riding it out all the way. Co-main event of the evening, boys and girls. This one, this is a sit back and watch the difference in this fight from every other one of their fights. The other two, I should say. But the difference in this one is going to be Alexa Grasso. She's going to come in. She's going to put the hands on her. And I see this being a bad time for Valentina. Now, the first fight, she didn't have her way. She coaxed her into a rear naked choke and got the rear naked choke and submitted her. Big upset. The second fight came to a draw. Everyone says Valentina won, and they weren't just going to give it to Grasso. I couldn't score that fight. I'll be honest with you. You could have gave it to Valentina. I would have had to accept it because that fight was too hard to score. The difference now, though, is Alexa being in there with her 2 times, and each time not getting finished or making the mistake. So it's not going to be in her head that she's automatically going to win, but it's going to be there that she can get a finish. And I think Alexa Grasso can do it. She gets a W. The finish is a scarier bet, but I've go with Alexa Grasso winning. I've envisioned it. I've seen it. I don't see the same Shevchenko that we've seen for years, and I think Alexa Grasso is the future of the flyweight division. Big win. Negative 140 on Grasso, plus 120 on Shev. Grasso with the dog. All right, we get to the main event of the evening, and actually this podcast went as long as almost every other normal one, so kind of glad I stuck it out and said some of the things I had to say tonight. But you get Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvilli, plus 110 on Merab, negative 130 on O'Malley. O'Malley's going to get the revenge of Merab stealing his jacket that one time. So that's going to be a fun one for us. I'm picking, you guessed it, Sugar Show with a finish, and this is my reasoning. Merab might be in there to grapple and do some things, but O'Malley's a sniper, and with that cut already being right there, O'Malley's going to be sniping that cut, and that cut's going to get cut wide open. And I have a feeling that it's going to be one of those stoppages by Docta, because O'Malley's just a sniper, and it's just going to happen. Merab's got a shot only if he gets Sugar Show to the ground and just pummels him. That's his only shot. Standing on the feet, he's going to get sniped out and put out. So it's going to be up to Merab for him to win this fight. And O'Malley, stick to the distance and just land those right and lefts, because aim for that cut. Get him out of there. That's what we're liking to see. All right, y'all. That's my quickness on the main event. There's not much more to say. The quick video from the UFC event you're going to see is going to have enough of it anyways, and you're going to pick your pick anyways, and you're going to either go against me or for me. Because you know how I've been with the main events. It's an up and down roller coaster once in a while with just the main events, but lately these cards been hitting on a pretty high percentage. So, all right, we'll jump into my four-legged quick parlay that I like. I take Rojas Jr. with a negative 950, Crazy Eyes with his negative 140, Alexa Grasso with her negative 140, and Sugar Show with his negative 130 on just wins, no finishes or anything, just wins, and that parlay will bring you back some decent money. Now, my next one, you can throw it on a parlay. You can throw it on a, oh my gosh, I'm mind blanking right here. Oh, this is bad. A round robin or single picks. All three of them, great option for these. But the four things I feel like we're going to be predicting, or I'm predicting, four things quick. Rojas Jr., pick him with a finish. Bahamundes, pick him with a finish, and that's going to get you some crazy good odds. Diego Lopez and Sugar Show with finishes will also get you good odds. You put all four of those on a parlay, you're going to get a crazy plus 13,000 or more easily on a four-legged parlay with those all finishes. If you do a round robin, just put some money down on twos. I'd probably do. Twos is what I like if I did the round robin. Just get it up there just so in case you miss one of them, you still bring back some decent money. But the main one I would do, I would single pick the shiznit out of these because a lot of them are happening and the odds are very, very in your favor to win some money. All right, y'all. Shout out to Railway Production Studios for always making this happen, and let's make some money for us average Joes and get this bag, baby. All right, peace out, y'all. See you all in 2 weeks after my vacation.